All right, this is OneLastMidnight. Welcome back to another episode of Valheim. There was a small patch that came out today. They are currently now at 0.203.10. And this is to deal with some more tweaks to Hearth and Home. Go figure, right? So they said that they made some adjustments to make everything more balanced. They needed to. Their food stats have been changed, but most importantly, all melee weapons will now cost you less stamina, even though I still feel it's still too much. They also taught some fulings, some new tactics, which I thought were pretty cool. So when you're fighting the fulings, they will now try to surround you more. You can see them spread out and try to get behind you. This is a really cool addition to the game and some very nice little additional tactics. But even with the additional stamina decrease to the weapons, my current weapon that I'm using is still stamina 14 to swing my weapon around. And when I only have, let's say, 100 or 120 stamina to play with, it's a little bit difficult to try to dodge and attack and block and do all the things that you need to do. While making some balancing changes is good, I don't know that they've gone far enough yet. I think if they wanted to make their game harder, they should have just made the creatures harder and made more varieties of creatures. They took a game that I felt that was way balanced and have completely unbalanced it for the need of added difficulty. And I think they probably could have made some different choices to give us that type of gameplay, especially when there's mods out there like creature level and loot control that adds difficulties to the creatures to make the vanilla game before Hearth and Home feel a lot more challenging. They've made a change to the oven and cook stations, so if you happen to have food in them while you destroy them, you actually now get your food back. That's kind of nice. There was also a change to birch trees and oak trees so that acorns and birch seeds will drop more often. Previously, they were extremely difficult to replant, but the increase to the seed drop rate looks like you'll be able to replant the groves that you chop down. That is also very helpful. Unfortunately, they have removed the comfort from crystal walls. I'm not too sure why they decided to do this because, to me, crystal walls are a premium item. They should at least have just one comfort come off of the crystal walls, because I think, you know, if you work hard enough to get them, you should get some benefit from them. And since holiday times are coming up, they've added the Jackal turnip back into the game. So at least you can decorate your house with a nice little Jackal turnip. There were several other changes that were added to the game. I'll read you some of them. Onion seed icon tweak. Player number difficulty scale tweaks. There were some tweaks to some weapons, the black metal axe, the bronze spear, the atir, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. And again, they lowered the stamina drain on melee weapons. Knives have more durability. They tweaked some food. The night spawning creatures now despawn more quickly when morning time comes. That's great, especially if you're being chased around by somebody that you didn't really want to encounter at night. Frost damage slowdown fixes, shield tutorial trigger fix, the wood log 26 and 45 degree stability fix, and torches and weapon jog animation has been fixed. So for those of you that are Valheim diehard fans, new update has come out, and you know the stamina and the food fixes do help a little bit, but I don't know. I think it just still doesn't go quite enough. I'm a little bit torn on Valheim. I love the game. I was really into the game. Hearth and Home came out, and now, honestly, I'll be honest, I've lost a little interest in Valheim because the stamina problem is so extremely painful. I honestly believe that while the addition of new foods and the addition of new crafting stations, all of that were a great addition to the game, this whole combat change for the block and the parry, and then the stamina changes for the weapons, I think they should revert back and honestly just figure out a way to make the creatures more difficult, or have more creatures that are more difficult to make the areas more challenging. I'm wondering how many people are actually going to notice this patch that came out or going to be interested in it, since there's so many new, great, and incredible games that have come out on the market since the Hearth and Home has been released. Only time will tell, I guess. But at any rate, that's it for me. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. You want to follow me on my social media? Hey, hit the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.